Hi guys, I would like to welcome you to my new YouTube series, Belly Dance with Tahira. My name is Tahira, as you probably already guessed, and I will have an honor and pleasure to be your guide through the world of Oriental dance. And today's video will be all about how to start to dance belly dance. And we will talk about two very important things. The first thing is a proper body posture, and the second thing is basic isolations. Let's start with the body posture. The position of different parts of our body is very important because of aesthetics and also because of health, or even mainly because of health. So even if you won't continue to belly dance, it will be still beneficial for your body to remember this and try to keep everything where it should be put, let's say. And we have here 7 main points. The first one is our feet. They should be put more or less in the width of our pelvis, so you want to feel it very natural. They should be positioned parallel, so you don't want to exaggerate in any of these positions, just parallel. This is the first point. The second point is our knees. They should be slightly bent, and once again, we don't want to exaggerate in any direction. So you don't want them to have extremely straight, and you don't want to have them really bent, like you feel your muscles. Yes, it's only a slight bend, so you can feel that you have a free space to work with the knees. The third point is our pelvis. What we tend to do is once again exaggerate in one of the directions, out, so you have here this curved line, or outside, so here your belly is going outside. What you want to do is to tuck the pelvis a little bit underneath your upper body, so your backbone is in one straight line. If you put your fingers here down at your tail, the backbone should be in one line. So this part and this part here should be in one line. So you put your fingers and position your backbone in one line. One. So you tuck your pelvis a little bit underneath your upper body. The fourth point is our belly. You want to stretch it nicely to have here a long area. So you go up. This is the fourth. The fifth point is your chest. You want your chest to be open. All this area here should be open for a nice position and for making a lot of movements easier further. Yes, so you open this area. You take your shoulder blades together and pull it together to open your chest. The sixth point is your neck and your arms. Here you want to also have a nice line, long, nice line. So when you take breath, you breathe in and then you breathe out and pull your shoulders down. But your neck stays very long. So here is a nice, really long stretch. And the seventh point is your arms and your hands. They are pulled out to the sides in a nice line. It's not totally straight and it's not near your body. So when you do a total straight arms, then you give them a little air, give them a little breathe, and you do a little bend in your hands. Yes, you just breathe out with your hands. And then you have this nice position with a backbone in one line, with a nice stretch here in the front and a basic position in arms, and you are ready to do the basic isolations. Okay, so now you know what body posture you need to make it work, so let's start working on the basic isolations. What you want to do is to divide your body in half on the height of your waist, yes, in this area. And you want to remember that when you work with your hips, the upper body stays isolated, and when you work with your upper body, your hips stay isolated. This is the basic idea. And let's start with the basic isolation, which is a line. So let's imagine that your body is a chest of drawers and your hips are drawers, and you want to pull the drawer outside to one side and then put it back, and the other side you pull out the drawer and put it back, and once again you pull out and put back and pull out and put it back. And if you won't stop in the central point, we will draw a line with our hips. So I've got one side and second, and one and two, and one and two. Now we can pull out the hands to have this basic position, and we have our first isolation. 1, 2, 1, 2. A nice line parallel to the floor, yes, so a straight line, which you are drawing with your hips. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And the same you want to do with your upper body. So the concept stays the same. We are still a chest of drawers, and we want to pull out the drawer. But now the drawer is not in our hips, but in our chest. So you want to think about your ribs here, and you take your rib and pull out the drawer outside, and then come back. And the other side, you pull out and come back. And once again, right side, you pull out and come back. And once again, you take it and pull out and come back. And once again, we are removing the stop in the central point, and we've got line in our chest. 1 and 2, 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 1 and 2. And you may practice this, making these moves one after another in a constant way. So we start with our hips, making 4. 1, 2, 3 and stop, and then upper body chest. 1, 2, 3 and stop, and hips. 1, 2, 3 and stop, upper body. 1, 2, 3 and stop. Hips, the chest stays isolated, and then chest is working, hips stay isolated. And then hips, 1, 2, 3, stop. 1, 2, 3, stop. 1, 2, 3, stop. 1, 2, 3, stop. And 1, 2, 3, stop. 1, 2, 3, stop. 1, 2, 3, stop. 1, 2, 3, stop. Okay, so these are the basic things you have to know and master if you want to start to dance Oriental dance. And if you are interested in more advanced videos, check out my Tahira Belly Dance Diary series on my YouTube channel, of course, to see combinations to different rhythms and variations of different movements. So these are more advanced. And also, if you're interested in more basic stuff and you want to teach yourself how to dance Oriental dance, I invite you to come here next week for the next video about basic figures and movements in Oriental dance. Thank you for your time and see you next week. Bye!